What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. People are worried that there's going to be a massive nuclear explosion or nuclear meltdown here, like Chernobyl, because of what is going on here. Take a look. Yeah, so there has been what's called a quote hot shutdown at the Zaporizhia nuclear plant, and it's sparking massive radiation fears. This plant is under Russian control and has been for about a year. And there's a couple different problems with this. So number one is that Russia did a evacuation around the Zaporizhia plant kind of suddenly out of the blue about a month or so ago. And they did this, and people were kind of wondering, why are they doing this? Why are they all of a sudden evacuating the area around the Zaporizhia plant, which is the largest of its type in all of Europe? Okay. So they evacuated everything around this nuclear plant, which is absolutely massive. I think it has 6 massive nuclear reactors full of nuclear radiation and nuclear material, and they just evacuated all of these towns. Of course, not everybody evacuates, not everybody wants to leave their homes, so there's probably still a whole bunch of people there. And even to this day, people still live in parts of the Chernobyl areas that they're not supposed to live in, even still to this day. Okay. Russian forces occupying Ukraine's Zaporizhia nuclear plant have ordered one of the facility's 6 reactors into a hot shutdown state, a move that violates safety protocols. The Ukrainian nuclear operator has said, quote, such actions are a gross violation of the requirements of the license to operate this nuclear facility. They have said in a statement, quote, currently, reactor number 4 of this nuclear plant must be operated exclusively in a, quote, cold stop state. Ukraine and Russia have been repeatedly accusing each other of planning a provocation at this nuclear plant, which is Europe's largest nuclear plant. So it gives you an idea how big this is. And obviously, this could be larger than Chernobyl if there was a massive explosion or meltdown or whatever were to happen there. The plant has been under Russian control since March 2022, soon after Russian President Vladimir Putin's full-scale invasion of Ukraine began. There has been widespread concerns about a potential nuclear catastrophe at the plant, and both Ukraine and Russia have accused each other's forces of shelling the facility. And I'll also show you what happened here, what's recently happened here as well. 5 of the 6 reactors have been completely shut down since September of 2022, but reactor number 5 has been kept in a hot state, which has helped to supply energy within this, nuclear power plant. But remember that all the nuclear material is there as well, which is still obviously a major concern. It was switched to a cold shutdown state where it no longer generates electricity on June 8th. According to online newspaper The Kyiv Independent, transferring reactor number 4 into a hot shutdown state heightens safety risks. And Petro Kotin, the president of Energoatom, said the decision is, quote, criminal. Quote, this is a deliberate and international violation of Ukrainian and international law, Kotin said in a statement. Wow. The occupiers continue to commit criminal acts. They once again violate the requirements of the operating license issued by the State of Atomic Energy Regulatory Authority of Ukraine to put all units of the plant into cold shutdown as well as the requirements of the International Atomic Energy Agency, he said. The Moscow installed administration of the plant, however, has said transferring one of the reactors to hot shutdown mode means steam can be produced as part of measures to ensure nuclear safety. Obviously, this is what Russia says. This is not protocol. They're, I don't know, making this up on on a whim. In addition to this, they have now found mines at the Russian occupied Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, a UN watchdog has said. This also makes it very, very explosive situation, to say the least, because you put mines near a nuclear power plant. 1 plus 1 equals, well, you can let me know your thoughts, but I would think you wouldn't want to have mines near a power plant. And remember, this power plant is Russian controlled. It has been for a year or more. This is not a good thing here. Yeah, the IAEA Director General said that the agency's experts spotted anti personnel mines, which means mines to kill people if you're there, on the grounds of the nuclear reactor during an inspection. And the presence of explosives at the site is contrary to IAEA safety standards and nuclear safety instructions, and creates additional psychological pressure on station personnel. You know, you're there to do your work, and there could be mines that kill you because you're there. Or it could blow up the reactors. Yeah. And based on their observation, is that any detonation of these mines could not affect the nuclear and radiation systems. Yeah, you would think that you can't make this stuff up, but there you go. You have it. It's unbelievable, right? Yeah, let's take the world's or Europe's, I don't know if it's the world's largest nuclear reactor, but at least Europe's largest nuclear reactor. Let's put mines inside there. Let's put it in a hot shutdown state. Let's do everything possible we can to just, get it ready for explosion. And then, you know what'll happen? It wasn't our fault. We don't know how it happened. And you know what'll happen is, oh, well, sorry, guys. It's like a big atomic bomb went off. And sorry for your loss. But what they don't realize is that, the Ukrainian people and the Russian people, they're pretty much all in one, almost the same people. I mean, at one point, they were the same country. If there is a nuclear bomb, basically, that goes off in Ukraine, it's going to spread to Russia as well. It's going to literally spread to most of Europe. This is not something that the world needs. I mean, please feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. I mean, this is an absolute nightmare. I mean, think about Chernobyl, which happened and was part of Russia. And we all know that Russia covered it up for years. And we didn't actually even learn the full details of it until the old Soviet Union, USSR, was actually broke apart and became the new Ukraine. And they actually released the documents, and we actually seen some kind of new style documentaries that actually released some of this information to the media, and we actually learned some of this information because the old style USSR, Soviet Union, didn't release this information. In fact, they didn't even tell the world about it when it was happening until other neighboring countries actually detected the radiation nearby because it was literally affecting them. Does this sound familiar? Does this sound like old style Russia, old style Soviet Union? They're literally still pulling the same games here today, decades later. Some things never change. It's just like, You can't teach an old dog new tricks. They're literally still pulling the same type of stuff here today. They're trying to set off a nuclear reaction. It's just like, God help us all. So I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country, around the world on a daily basis. So I'll keep you up to date here with everything happening around the world on a daily basis. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below, and the bell icon is completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on any new videos that come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, thanks for hitting the like button for us, and share these videos with anybody that needs to hear this information, or share it on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere else.